I'm PhD educated from the University of Western Australia. I have 35 years of experience in exploration and mining for copper and gold deposits. As a consultant since 2007, I've worked for more than 40 companies in more than 20 countries. I'm a technical advisor to several copper gold exploration companies. I joined Belararox as their chief technical advisor in early January. My expertise primarily is in porphyry, epithermal, and Carlin-style gold and copper deposits, and I specialize in the application of structural geology. In other words, how rocks fracture and fault, and the application of the geochemistry, which is the metals that are carried in these fractured and faulted networks, into the rocks to form copper and gold deposits. I also instruct and train geologists in a particular method of geological mapping and core logging called the Anaconda method. This helps the companies focus on the key variables in the field that will lead to discovery. I've also been involved in 5 major discoveries in the last decade, and these include porphyry, copper, gold, molybdenum deposits in Ecuador and Chile, particularly the giant Tier 1 SolGold discovery in northern Ecuador, known as Opala, which has 22 billion pounds of copper, 23 million ounces of gold, and more than 90 million ounces of silver in resource. And recently, I've assisted in the early geological understanding of the hemi-cluster intrusion-hosted gold deposits discovered by de Grey in the Pilbara of Western Australia. This month, in January, a few days ago, I started as Chief Technical Advisor for Belararox's project, TMT Project in Argentina. And this is a similar role to that I currently hold for SolGold in Ecuador and Hot Chili in northern Chile. I will guide and assist the exploration for copper and gold in the TMT Project of Argentina. This includes the acquisition and analysis of satellite-deduced hyperspectral data. And what this is looking at alteration systems from space. And we've done this already and put out a release on this last May using Aster and Sentinel-2. And this allows us to basically predict the hydrothermal alteration mineral zoning to see where we might go for a porphyry or epithermal style deposit. This provides vectors to deposits and explorations. We also use satellite-derived topography to help us outline where the structures are, to see if those structures might intersect in particular areas that will be good to explore on the ground. My first visit to site was in late October, November, when the team and I primarily worked in the southern part of the TMT project at the Toro prospect, where we determined what would be the best methods of geological mapping and geochemical sampling for the whole project, and also to outline the exploration program for the season. Well, the TMT project lies in a very prospective portion of the Miocene magmatic belt that extends roughly north-south along the border between Argentina and Chile. The significant copper and gold deposits discovered to date in this region include Veladero in the south, going north to Pascua Lama, Filo del Sol, Jose Maria, etc. And these deposits have gold and copper, and they're both porphyry and high sulfidation epithermal type. Now, the hyperspectral analysis that we Belararox put out in a May presentation, shows the hydrothermal alteration mineral zoning at a number of the prospects in the TMT project, specifically Toro in the south, Malambo in the center, Otembo Sur in the north. They have very similar zoning patterns to that shown at Filo del Sol and Veladero. And the field visit confirmed that this alteration actually exists in the field. So it's been a great focus for exploration. And that partly was published as an ASX release in December. Particularly, there's these north-south and northwesterly trending corridors of fracturing and alteration. And these northwesterly corridors, of which a number of prospects within the TMT project extend all the way through Chile to the coast, where they're associated with mineralization. So it's the right setting geologically. And again, the team and exploration and management team is very capable. I've known some of them for many years. And they also benefit from the input of some of the geologists that were involved in discovering 3 deposits in Ecuador in the last decade for SolGold. So they're very good. So I'm excited to be part of the TMT project and working with these guys in Argentina. And the field work began in October, and already there's been some interesting and positive results for which press releases will follow in the coming months.